The snow is wrapping up by this afternoon. The roads will be, a lot more will be plowed. People will travel on them a little bit. The people that have to travel, it'll be much, much easier to get around as we head towards the afternoon hours. And we do get a break today through probably the first half of tomorrow in terms of new snowfall. So once we get past about mid-morning, there shouldn't be any more accumulations. And at least at this point, we're only looking for like a trace to two. And then beyond that, things should be in much better condition if you have to go somewhere. If you can just stay home, it's probably even better that way. So you can actually go out and enjoy the snow a little bit. I think there's going to be a lot of sledding going on today. Snow-covered CenturyLink Field out there looking towards downtown Seattle. You can see on the Doppler radar we still have snow coming down, especially it looks like it's concentrated from about Tacoma northward and up there over towards parts of the Kitsap Peninsula at this point. That's going to gradually diminish as the drier air starts to move down from the north. That is also going to bring some gusty winds, which is going to give us some blowing snow. Already seeing that up around Bellingham, where we do have wind chills up there already down into the single digits. Here's some reports primarily from National Weather Service observers. 8 inches in Renton, Everett 6.5 inches, Kirkland 5 inches, University Place down by Tacoma 6 inches, Montlake Terrace 4 inches, and checking Bonnie Lake 8 inches, Sequim. Reports of anywhere from 13 to 18 inches around there. They got a pretty good shot yesterday and last night. Eatonville, 8 inches. Federal Way, 7.5 inches. Out at SeaTac, officially 7.2 inches. Checking that University of Washington model, you can see 6 a.m. seeing still some minor accumulations, not really picking up all that much out of this, but mostly it's down south and over towards the Kitsap Peninsula. And then as we head towards later today, you can see as we advance the time, we're not seeing any increase in the snowfall until we hit tomorrow afternoon. And then we're going to see some snow moving up from the south, probably after about 1 to 2 o'clock. Not as strong as the system we just saw last night, but it will start to give us snow as we head into the evening hours on Sunday. Most of that's going to fall before daybreak on Monday. We're going to be looking for roughly about 2 to 4 inches of snow out of that. Mostly you'll see your bigger amounts farther to the south. Again, the system headed down into Oregon. It looks like we'll see a little bit of a break as we head towards later Monday morning, but then later Monday afternoon, another stronger system, maybe comparable to this one, is going to push in here for another round of potentially heavy snow for Monday night into Tuesday. So today, though, we have light snow right now. It's windy up to the north. Those winds are going to spread southward during the morning. Just a few leftover snow flurries at noontime. No more accumulations, but there will be blowing snow and mostly cloudy with some blowing snow as we head into 5 o'clock. Tomorrow, we'll look for that snow moving back in the afternoon. Snow tomorrow night, a break in the morning, but increasing snow in the afternoon. Monday, a lot of snow showers around Tuesday. Another maybe 4 to 8 inches Monday night into Tuesday. Partly sunny with just a couple showers Wednesday, and maybe another round of snow moving in Thursday. Maybe warming a little bit on Friday, but I wouldn't put any money on that right now. We'll fine-tune that as we get a little bit closer. We'll be right back.